Hey guys, and welcome to Veda Day 21. And today I'm going to be doing a not bookish related topic video. And that is basically my top 10 favorite TV shows. Yeah, a while ago I watched Jacob do it, the 8th Potter do it on his channel, and Christine over at Polo Bananas Books do it like last year. And I remember loving it because I got so many new TV shows to watch. And yes, I'm going to do mine now because I want to recommend stuff that is not bookish. Kind of. Yeah, so basically I'll just start because I feel like this might be a long video if I explain all of them. So yeah. Number 10 is Revenge, an American show. I don't live in America, so I don't know what channel these shows are on, so sorry about that. But yeah, Revenge is basically about this girl. Her name is Emily / Amanda. It's kind of confusing, but you know. So first she was Amanda, and she was a little kid when basically her dad got ruined by all these people in the Hamptons. And yes, I think it's like 20 or so years later, and she's back to the Hamptons, and she's out for revenge, as the title will probably tell you. My friend Nicole told me about it in like February, I think. It was like just past February. And yes, I started watching it. I watched the first 2 seasons in like 2 days. 2 or 3 days, I swear to God. But yeah, we were on midterm, so I had a lot of free time. So don't judge me. Lately, it's kind of been getting a tiny bit boring, but I will forgive it. I'll look past because I've loved it so far. So yes, that's number 10. Number 9 is Pretty Little Liars. And I do know what channel this is on. It's on ABC Family. It's adapted from, I think it's a YA book, so that's pretty cool that it's still going on. And it's basically about 4 girls who lost their friend, and they don't know how she died. And basically this person called A, who changes every freaking time, oh my god. But anyway, this person A keeps tormenting their life, and yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's interesting sometimes. Most of the times it's interesting. Sometimes it's just, you know. So yes, that's number 9. Number 8 is The Tomorrow People. I don't know what channel it is on, again. But yeah, The Tomorrow People. And this is about a group of people who are supernatural. They have abilities, they have teleporting abilities, they have telepathic abilities. And they're basically hunted by this organization called Ultra, and this guy, Stephen Jameson, he discovers he has the abilities, he discovers he's a tomorrow person, and then he discovers that the head of Ultra is his uncle. But to be honest though, I've been so impressed with this TV show. It's another one of my recent ones, and it's kind of slow to start with, but like the past few episodes have been so good and so action-packed. It's always action-packed. And the plot twists in the show, they're just, I think they're amazing. I never see them coming, and they're just so good and so entertaining, which is what TV shows meant to be. So yes, that's number 8. Number 7 is The Originals. Basically it's about 3 original vampires. Well, 2 now because Rebecca went and blew it. But yeah, it's about a family of original vampires, which means they were the original vampires. They were the first vampires. They're basically returning to New Orleans, which was their home like 100 and something years ago, and they want to take it back from Marcel, who has been kind of ruling there since they left, and just a whole bunch of stuff happens. And everyone in this show is beautiful. Like, I know it's the norm nowadays to have good-looking people in TV shows, but this is new level. This is new level. There's Haley the Wolf, played by Phoebe Tonkin, and Rebecca, I'm still counting Rebecca, played by Claire Holt, and they're just, oh my god, oh my god. It's beautiful. I think one of the main reasons I love it so much is because there's not as much romance in it. There's obviously romance. It's like mainly focused on family and that's just so amazing. I love that it focuses on family. So yeah, that's number 7. Number 6 is Once Upon a Time ABC Family. But yeah, Once Upon a Time, you can probably guess as well with this one, it's about like a load of fairy tale retellings all put together, and it's amazing. The writers of this show are some of the most creative people out there. Like, they put together like the stories of so many different fairy tales, and it works so well. And I don't know, I'm just always impressed when a new episode comes out, fairy tale retellings, and it's so well done. I just love it so much. The next one is one that is currently on a break, and that's because I think they're still working on season 3, and that is The Legend of Korra. For all you Legend of Aang or The Last Airbender fans, all my people, if you aren't already watching this, you need to pause this video and you need to go to whatever site and load the first episode of Legend of Korra, because though it's not as good as The Legend of Aang, it's still so good, and it's modern, so it's so different and really unique and really interesting and really, really good. And I don't watch very many animations, so that's telling you how good this show is. It's just so good. They made a movie out of Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, or whatever you want to call it. But that movie was terrible. Remove it from your man and watch the show, because the show is so good. It's just so good. Number 4 is one I mentioned before. And yes, that is The Vampire Diaries on the CW. Lately it's been kind of off, you know, kind of confusing, kind of, I don't know, iffy. But overall, it's just so good. It's so interesting, so entertaining, and I love it so much. Again, like the originals, the people, the cast is just so freaking beautiful. So that's a bonus. But yeah, paranormal, vampires, thriller sometimes. Yeah, it's good. Go watch it if you're not already. Number 3 is Grey's Anatomy. I know of like one other person who watches this, like Noelle, and that's my friend Jamie. And it's basically a medical drama, but it's like an exaggerated version of doctors' lives. It's like all the interesting stuff, obviously. And it's so good. It's on its 10th season right now, which is crazy. 10 seasons, and I don't think they're finishing after this, so they're going more than 10 seasons, which is, I know, if you ask me, I think they should finish it here. I think it's just come all the way around. I feel like it's time for it to end, but no, Shonda Rhimes doesn't agree. She wants to keep going, and go until they make it bad and people stop watching. And I'll be very upset because it's so good. I love it so much. It's so interesting. And I don't know anything about medicine. Well, I don't really know anything about medicine, but it feels accurate. So I don't know if that's something you'd like, but yes. And yeah, Sandra Oh, one of the like main cast members, is leaving. Oh my god. The next episode is her last episode, and I swear to God, I'm going to cry. Because literally, she is like the funniest, best character ever in TV ever. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. She is just my freaking idol. I love her so much. The last episode was heartbreaking. And yes, I don't want to see her go. She's just such a good character. But yeah, she's leaving at, like, next episode is her last episode. And, yeah. But yeah, the show's good, so go watch it. Number 2 is Teen Wolf. It's about teen wolves. All these titles are pretty self-explanatory, so don't know what I'm saying. Basically, it's about teen wolves and the crazy stuff that happens in their lives. The finale of season 3, the one that just ended last month, I think it was so crazy. Oh my god. Like, the whole second half of the 3rd season was just crazy for me. I feel like Teen Wolf stepped up their game. There was a death. The main character died. I won't say who it is, obviously. but I was kind of expecting it because it's a main character, and most of the main characters you cannot kill off because they're too likable, and your fans will kill you. This show is just so good about teen wolves. Yeah. And my number one, my favorite TV show on TV at the moment is The Big Bang Theory. Oh yes. Oh yes. It has like a load of characters. It's about Leonard, Sheldon, who's my favorite. I think he's like everyone's favorite. Howard, Raj, Penny, Bernadette, and what's her name? Amy. And it's like really science based, which is awesome. I love science. And it's just one of the funniest TV shows I have ever watched. Like it's up there with Friends for me, and Friends is like legendary. It's basically just like the day-to-day life of these scientists, and it is so freaking hilarious. I crack up every time I watch an episode. Like every 5 minutes I'm laughing, and I just love it, and it's just so good. At first I did not think I'd like it. I was like, get that away from me. It did not seem like something I would like, but I started watching it, and it's only like 20 minutes. Every episode is like 20 minutes, so it's really fast as well, and it's just so funny. You really get into it. The characters are just amazing, and yes, it's just great. I love it so much. So yeah, that's my number one. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Tell me some of your favorite TV shows in the comments, and yes, I will see you guys tomorrow with Veda Day 22. Salon.